Yeah, hello guys. All right, this is the beginning of the first class. We're going to be talking about the introduction to Python, and video is majorly meant for installation of Anaconda, so as to get your Jupyter Notebook in your IDE environment. Now, the first thing you do is just search Anaconda here, search for it before, then you go to the website www.anaconda.com. Once you click, it goes to the website. Then you look for the download link. Free download. You click. Once you click, to take you to your download option. If you are using Windows, Apple, or Linux, you just click download. I already have it on my system, so I don't need to do that. So since I already have it on my system, let me just open it from here. So it's opening. I don't spin down because of that time. So once you open the Anaconda, this is what you get. So after that, you click on Launch Jupyter Notebook. So this is where we are going to be working on. You just click on Launch. Then our Jupyter Notebook will open. So once you launch the Jupyter Notebook, your default browser will open up. Then this is what we get. So this is the local host here. So we have the Jupyter. Then you come to New. Click on New. You drop down. Then click on Python. Then another tab will open up. That's where you work on. So new tab is opening. Voila. So you are ready to code. With this IDE, you code. Now our first code, click on print. Then your brackets, then the quotation mark, click hello world. Now, this is the first code in Python. The first code in Python. Now, let me just explain all this interface we have here. This is the file. Now, before getting to this place, we add the first home tab that was opened. These are just the files you have on your system. And if you want to import, as time goes on, we'll dive into how to upload data sets on this platform and how we can access data sets. So back to the tab here. So how did I get this back? We have the input. So the input is what I type in, and this is the output, hello world. All I need to do is print and open bracket. Let me do that again. The first code in Python will have to do with print. That's the command word. Then you open the bracket. Inside the bracket, because it's string, I have to put it in quotation. Then I put my hello world. That's it. Then I'll click on Control Shift or come up here to run. Either do that or click here to run. So that's that. Now first code. Now you started the journey in coding. in Python. Now the next thing I'm looking at now is variables and data sets. What are variables? Variables are simply the input, the name we give certain input or information in Python. That's what we call variables. Now, I'm going to be looking at series of variables and data sets now. So the variables are actually used to store information. You can name them almost anything. Now, examples is this. For example, age. I could have a set of people that ranges from 18 years old to 25 years old. Like the set of people can be classified in terms of their age, their height, their name, and their gender. In this case, I'm going to look at few variables. Now, age, we have equals 25. So we have height, 5.9. Now, the variables are the age, height, name, and is student. Why the data type? Look at this number, 25, and we have 5.9 here. Number is 25 is an integer. It does not have a decimal point. So that is a data type. The data type of this age, this 25, is integer. And that of the height has a decimal point behind it. So we have 5.9 here. We call it a float. And string are in text format. It could be name. They are just in text format. So we have the name here to be John. And strings are always having a quotation mark, that just to differentiate them. So that's how we differentiate a string from any other. I can decide to change this 25 to a string by just putting it in quotation mark, then it turns to a text just like it is John. So we have the Boolean. Boolean is just having two response, which is either yes or no. It's a true or false value. Is, for example, if you have a group of people, we have some students, we have some non-students, we have some employers. Now, if I'm to ask, okay, among everybody in a group of people, which of them is the student, which is not a student? So we have two values to pick from. Is it that the person is a student or is not a student? So it's true or false. That's what Boolean is all about. So if I'm to run this, I've actually attached age to be equal to 25, I to be this, name to be this. So that's the difference between variables and data sets. So let's go to the next one. Type of conversion, we have like I said earlier on, I can decide to convert the numbers to a text. Like I said earlier on, that's what I'm showing here. To convert an integer, which is a number, to a text, all you need to do is to put what a quotation mark. So that's converting to string, number to string, just put a quotation mark. And you want to convert an integer to a string, an integer to a string. What do? All you need to put is to what? To what? Put an int. Int, that's the short form of integer. So you convert the string to an integer. Now, this number string, str, which is saying converting this 10 to a string. Now, if I'm to convert it back to data type, which is integer, I will have to put my int. Now, let me write a code here. In this format, let me print out the number. I have to print out this. It gives me, let me just run this. Before you can run or get an attribute, you have to run it. So let me run this. I'll just run this. Then this one will give me output. Now this 10. Now I'm to check the data type of this 10. Don't forget, is in string. This is my input, and I'm trying to print it out to get my output. Now I have to check if the type of data is this 10. All I need to do is just to check through using this. Now let me just scroll down to bring out. Okay. All I need to do is just to check the type. Long straight dot d type. Then put this. Okay, so I'm changing this wrong somewhere a minute. Okay. So I want to check the type, the data type for this 10. All I need to do is just type print, in your brackets, type. Then inside the brackets, I put the name of the variable to check. Now this is string, it's going to class str. So that's to show me that then here is what is string. Now I want to convert the 10 back to an integer. All I need to do is to what? Change it to by adding int, then putting the value. What the value is here, just put int, then it will convert back to integer. Now let's check the value of this, if it's string or not. It's still 10, but let's see if it's string or not. Int now. Now integer. So the value of my 10 now is integer. I want to convert it to float. Don't forget, float as decimal point. Now, to do that, I want to what? Put it in float. Just put float, then the name of the variable. Finish. So I've run this already. So that's all I need to do now is to print out the new variable that I named it. Now you see it's giving me in float form 10.0. So that's how I converted my 10 from string to integer to float. Now let's check to confirm if it's actually float or not. Oh, it's giving me a class of float. So that's that and that. Now the next one we're going to go into is arithmetic operation, just mathematics. Okay. Now my number one is 10. I can decide to name this x. Let me just name this 10x and this number one. My x is 10, my y is 5. Now to sum of results, I want to sum my x and y. Now, let me just cut this out for now. I'll put it down here. 5.9. So I want to sum my x and y. Now the variable of x is 10, y is 5. And the sum of results should be equals to x plus y. Now x plus y will be what? Now let me print my one. To print the result, you can either write print, then you open your bracket, put in the variable. Then you click Control and Enter. Now that's 15. Normally 10 plus 5 give you 15. So that's how to perform arithmetic operation. And let's check the difference here too. Difference between x. Since I've changed it. So the different results, instead of putting this long word, let me just put different df. I can name it anything I wish to, just for easier form. Don't forget, I said I can use print at first, or I can also use the name. Without writing print, once I click Control Enter, it will print itself. So now it has printed the outcome, which is 5. On a number 10 minus 5 will give you 5. Don't forget. So that's how to perform arithmetic operation. So same thing goes to the product and the division. And we move to the next one, which is string catenation. Catenation is just a combination of strings or whatever you are. Now I have my greetings to be hello and the name should be John. I want to bring John and hello together to give me a full greeting. All I need to do is to write the greeting in the plus line sign, then a quotation sign, space, another quotation sign, plus name. Now let me print this out. Let's see the outcome. Okay, sorry. Now good. I'm having name error here. Say name full greeting is not defined. Why is not defined? I misspelled the greetings here. Instead of having 2 I have 3 E's. So it is. If you now one thing about Python is very case sensitive. You have to be very careful what you put in. Be careful in the sense that you check the spellings and also the case. Is it lowercase or uppercase? So now let me run this again after correcting. Now you see hello John. Now what that just did is to catenate. Catenate is to bring or join two things or more together. So I have my hello John. And the essence of all this is that as we proceed, we are going to be dealing with a lot of big data. And these are just the fundamentals to get you familiar with how to do these things. So when you are faced with data, you're able to do them. And then let's go to the Boolean operation. Boolean operation, okay, is adults. If adult is if age is greater than 18, and is teenager if age is greater or equals to 13, and age is less than or equals to 19. Now, how do we bring that? Don't forget, I said Boolean is operation. The Boolean operation is based on true or false. So as I was saying, Boolean operations. We have the age to be 5, age equals to 5. I said it's adult. At least this person is adult if the age is greater than 18 and is teenager equals to age is greater or equal to 13 and age is less than or equal to 19. So that's just the range we've fed this the input to it. The range is okay if the age is greater than 19, then it's adult. it will give you true value. That is, the result will be true. And if age is greater or equals to 13, and the age is less than or equals to 19, that is within the range of 13 to 19, we're going to say the person is a teenager. Now, age here is 5. Let's see what's going to give us. Is the person adult? I say is adult. Let's see if the person is actually adult. Now, print, again, I just put it to be confused. Let's see, print here. So let's print adults. Is the person an adult? False. So age 5 is not an adult. Now let's change age again to, let's say 30. Control enter. True. So the person is an adult because the age is 30. But let's ask, is the person a teenager? Age 13. Is he a teenager? Let's put teenager. Control enter. False. The person is not a teenager because the input you gave it is that the person is a teenager if is within the range of 13 to 19. 13 to 19. So anything greater is not teenager, or lower is not a teenager. So even if we put 5, 5 is not a teenager because of the range, it should give us false as well. So give us false. So that's what Boolean operation is all about. It gives you either true or false value. Well, next one we have operators. We have results now. Look at this. Result equals to 10 plus 5. This addition. So if I'm to get the print result, should give me, okay, sorry, should give me 15. That's addition. Now it's equal to, now if you have this double sign, that is double equal sign, it's comparison. 10 is equal to 5. We are trying to compare. Is that true? No, it's not true. Let's see what Python will give us. Now we want to print the result of is equal to, if it's going to give us true or false. Now that should be a Boolean result. Now false, so 10 can never be equals to 5. Now let's change this. It's going to give us something different. Let's change it to 5. Now 5 is equal to 5. It should be true. Now let's see that. Now let's run it. Click on that's true. So now logical and equals to true and false. It's just that's how it is. So that's Boolean. And the next one I'm going to look into is list and tuples. List and tuples. What are list and what are tuples? So we have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, through to 5. Now this is a list. A list is embedded in a brace bracket, or we call it, or we call this one a square bracket. A square bracket. That's what you use in representing list and tuple. And one thing about the list is list can be changed because we also call it mutable. Mutable. Why tuple cannot be changed as immutable. So let's say list is mutable, that is can be changed. Now, why do I have hash here? Hashtag here is to, not really hashtag, but it was hash, is just to void this text. That is, this text is not part of our Python program. It's just to give us information about this. That's why I have to type it here. List is mutable. Then I put hashtag. If I did not put hashtag, and I run it, it's going to give me error. But putting hashtag will ignore everything I write here. Same thing here, here, and here. So it deals with what we have here. So that's the essence of putting hash. Now if I remove it, the color will change, giving me a code format. Now this shows that this is a code. But once I put it as hash, gives me that I should ignore. So the code will ignore any text that is in hash form. So numbers are, you can see it's different. This bracket is different from this. This is called a square bracket, and it is used for list. Now colors, let me add my variable in colors. The variables of colors, you can put it in red, green, and blue. Don't forget you write our text in string format, and for you to write your text in string format, you put a quotation sign. That's to show you it's a text. So now this is a tuple. Why? Look at it using bracket, the normal bracket. Now I'll be talking on indexing and slicing. What is indexing and slicing? Indexing is just a numbering system. Like we have series, like if you have the names of people from 1 to 10, we say the numbering of 1 to 10 is index. Why? So in Python, indexing does not start from 1, it starts from 0. Now, as we have numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we say the first number here is, okay, let me write something different so as to explain. I don't want it to be in order. I want to give me, I want something that will give me something different. Like, let me just put 2, 7. Now, on norms, if I'm to ask, okay, what was the first number amongst this list? The first number here is 1. The second number here is 2. Third number here is. So, but in Python, the index starts from 0. So if I say 0, index is 0, the 0 index here is 2. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the position this number occupy. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, as we proceed, you get to know. So I want to ask, second number, I want to get the second number. To get the second number, which is this, is occupying a position of 1. Don't forget the number system is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 0, this number 2 is occupying a position of 0. This 4 is occupying a position of 1. So for me to get, now the question is, what position? I need to get a position of 3. I'm get a position of 3. For me to get a position of 3, that is not second line, and it's 3, third number, third number. For me to get third number, I just come here. Don't forget, the indexing is from 0 to whatever number you have. So you start numbering from 0. So for me to get the third number, I'll just write 2. 2. The index is 2. Now let us see what we have if I'm to print that out. I want to print the third number. That's giving me 3. See, the third number here is what? 1, 2, 3. 3 here. So okay, let me change this to, don't forget, it gave me what is here. Right, numbers. That's why you need to be very careful. You need to be very careful of what to write. Now, I want it to give me from this list. So I have to change this from number to num from this list. Give me the third number from this list. Don't forget, it's from 0, 1, 2. So 2 will give me the third number in this list. And we print it. 7, 7. Don't forget, the third number will start from 0, 1, 2. So this is the third number. That's why I have to put 2. The third number is represented in an index of 2. So that's what indexing is. Now, what is slicing? Slicing is just like the word slice. It's kind of breaking up or giving the range of which a number appear on a position. Now, slice number equals to number that is 1 ratio to 4. Now, what does this mean? Let me change this to number. I want to work with this list. I don't want to work with this number. So, what will this one give me? Let me change it to slice now. Sliced. Oh. This will give me 2, 3, 4. Now, what does this mean? This means that from the position 1 to 4, you stop at 4. That is, if it's giving me from this level, but I want it to give me from this number. Let me change it. So from this number, num, give me slice 1, 2, 5, 4, 7, 10. Now, what does this mean? This means that I want an index number of 1 to 4, but it will not include 4. So it will read an index format from 1. Don't forget the beginning of the index format is 0. So this number 2 is representing 0. So this is 1. So it starts with 1, which is, see, 4. So 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth index. But because it's from 1 to 4, so the number from 1, number within 1 to 4, within 4 is not included now. That is, the fourth number is not included. If the fourth number is included, I have to put 5, but the fourth number is not included. It will give me a number from 1, between 1 to 4. Let me put it that way, between 1 to 4. So number between 1 to 4, the indexing should be from 1 to 0. So say 1, 2, 3. It will give me 4. So we have 4, 7, 10. 4, 7, 10. So that is the index. 4 occupies number 1, 7, 2, 10, 3. This is 4. Now let us try number 1 out now. If I'm to from 2 to 5. So what does this mean? This will give me a numbering system, an index system from position 2 within position 2 and 5. 5 is not included. That is, the fifth position is not included. So let's print this out now. So on the nums, we have to have 0, 1, 2. Should be 0, 1, 2. So we start from here 2, 3, 4. So it should be 7, 10, 3. Let's see if that's what we have. Say 7, 10, 3. So that is all about slicing. Now, let's go through this. Come to the end of this section. Next section, we'll talk on the dictionary and elaborate more on it.